Hi, everybody. This will actually be the final community meeting for this school year, which ended so differently. And we've been talking about perseverance. And when I first started talking about perseverance, I talked about our attitude, and that our attitude is really what makes perseverance possible. If you think way back to September when we buried the I can't statements, some of you, I know, remember what your I can't statement was, and you worked hard on it. Things changed from March until now, but you worked hard on that I can't statement because you believed you could. And some of you maybe don't even remember what your I can't statement that you buried was. And that might be because of the attitude that you had that you couldn't do it anyway, or that it didn't matter anyway. Perseverance only works if we really believe that it matters, and it really does matter. When I talked the last time, I said that each of you and all of us in the Hopewell community were the kind of leaders that our nation needs, and we are. Doing the right thing, sticking with something even though it's hard, and having an attitude that says, I can do this. It might take me a little longer. It might be a little hard for me right now. I might need a little more practice, but I can do this. That attitude has everything to do with success, whether it's an attitude of perseverance for choices that we make, whether it's an attitude for perseverance in terms of some of the work we do, whether it's an attitude towards perseverance in terms of tolerance and acceptance and empathy. That attitude shapes how we act, and that makes all the difference in the world. All of you have had a lot of changes since the March. So have I, and so have all the teachers. This school year did not end the way we wanted it to, and there were a lot of things that we had to let go of, like the Walk for Hope, like the picnic, like the prom. That doesn't mean it wasn't a good year, because so many of you kept on learning. And things might look different. The high school graduation is going to be in July instead of when we planned it in June, but it's going to be a high school graduation. And our seniors who worked so hard are going to get their diploma. That's huge. We're going to run a summer program, and our summer program is going to look very different than it has in the past. It's not going to be here at school, but you can still learn and continue to grow in reading and ELA and math and social studies and science. And Mr. Teray is going to have an art project, and we're going to give you a kit with all the supplies you need for art. And Mr. Hop is going to do woodworking. He'll cut the things with the saw, but will provide you with the tools you need and directions for how to put it together. So we're doing it differently. We're not saying COVID ruined everything. We're having an attitude that we can do this. It's just going to look different. That's our perseverance. And your parents all got a letter talking about our summer program. I would really encourage you to think about coming and joining it. Our teachers are the best teachers, and they're going to be, not all of the teachers are working in the summer program, but some of them are, and we're going to be having all the fun that we had in the past, only it'll look different. Different does not mean bad, and that's what our attitude has got to be. If different means everything's ruined, then we won't practice perseverance. If different means things are changed for right now, not forever, but for right now, then we can continue with perseverance. And we can continue growing in our own leadership and make perseverance something that's part of us, the same way empathy and hospitality and tolerance and acceptance have all become a part of us. That's what our heart is. That's what makes our community our community. So I encourage you this summer to practice the perseverance. You've got my email address. If you forgot it, ask your mom or your dad or whoever you live with to send Miss Streeter an email asking for my email address. And go ahead and email me over the summer. Let me know how you're doing, and I promise I will email you back, and we'll encourage each other because you give me hope in the same way that I give you hope. And we need each other. That's what our community is about. So have a wonderful summer. I pray for every single one of you and your families every day. I promise you that, and that's not going to stop. Have a great summer, stay safe, and practice perseverance. See you in September.